crude oil long-term forecast for the week of December 24th, fxempire.com. The light sweet crude market, as you can see, had a bullish week over the last 5 sessions. But as we've seen time and time again, the 90 level proved to be too much for the buyers. Of course, below that, we have quite a bit of support at 85. So with all of that in perspective, we see that we're simply consolidating, and the fact that we're going into a holiday shortened week with a low volume leads us to believe that we probably aren't going to go anywhere from a longer term perspective, at least until New Year's. However, we have the areas that we want to watch, and a move below 85, for example, has us selling aggressively because we think we go down to 84. However, going higher isn't that easy, because we see a nice thick cluster just above that ends at about 94. So we need to see 94 cleared to the upside in order to go long from a longer term perspective. Not an easy trade to take. We believe demand is falling around the world and will continue to do so, as both Japan and Europe are both in a recession, or heading to it at least, and the United States could very possibly go into one as well through the whole fiscal cliff fiasco. So having said that, the demand probably won't be there, and that just makes selling this a much easier trade. Looking at the Brent market, you can see that we tried to gain as well on the week, but it was a little bit more of a clear signal. After all, the weekly candle that was formed was a shooting star, and it is failing towards the top of the consolidation area, which we have roughly as 112 to 105. The shooting star suggests to us that a break of the lows will more than likely see a revisit to the 105 handle. Whether or not we can break below that might be a completely different story, just simply because of the time of year. However, we still have a negative bias in this market as well. It'd be interesting to see how things shake out when traders come back in January, but over the course of the next 2 weeks, we think that this will be a relatively untradeable market.